Hello, Kellyanne Mataskevitz here. My website, in case you guys want to take a look at this after I share what I'm about to share, is www.kellyandcorey.com, and I'll put the link in my down below. Okay, so I've gotten a few inquiries about what an intuitive reading and healing session is, and I thought it might be easier just to communicate to you. And this way I have a place to refer people back to. So, because I really do want to share like how it can help. So I had this question about, does it focus on one area of your life? And it could focus on one area of your life or it could focus on multiple areas of your life. But essentially what I do as an intuitive and an energy medicine practitioner is I'm able to read your energy field, and also through the process you send me in responses to questions that I ask you, and I read your the energy of the words there. And so what I'm able to do is I am able to pick up the energetic vibrations that you carry that are attached to beliefs, buried beliefs that you can't see for yourself, patterns and cycles that you can't seem to get out of on your own. And what I'm able to do is see where the core of that has come from and actually help you see how it's been playing out in your entire life. So once I have that information, I think it's like my mission is to help empower people. So on an intellectual level, you'll be able to understand what this this information means. But also, I think the very important and empowering part of the work that I do is to help you to shift and transmute the belief systems, the patterns, the cycles, and the energetic vibration that you carry, because we are all energetic beings. And what's going on within us has an impact on what we create out in the world. And so the process of that, so someone had asked me, can you focus on one thing? Absolutely. What I find in the work that I do is when I identify a core challenge, a core wound, a core belief system, as we can see how that's playing out in other areas of your life. What is so awesome is that once we identify and create a shift or transmute the energy, or even shifting your belief system. I mean, I've shared things with people like another way of looking at something, and it's just like blown their entire mind and shifted their entire experience. And so when that's identified, it actually impacts other areas of people's lives. I had a client where I was working with her specifically on love. And once I identified a core issue she had about being seen for who she truly is, it was a deeper fear that she had. I helped her transmute it. But what happened in the rest of her life is that she did end up finding a partner that was perfect for her at the time. And she hit 6 figures in her business, and she became an international speaker. So yeah, that's why I just absolutely love what I do. So what else are my questions? So if anybody's experiencing these patterns, and a lot of people that come my way know that there is more available to their lives, and it causes frustration, because deep down like I want this thing, I want the relationship, I want the money, I want the career, I want the clarity, and it could feel really frustrating because you just can't seem to reach it. I help guide you to reaching it, but knowing that the power comes from within you, and I help you attain that power and clarity, and help you to move and take the next steps. So, okay, so how does it work? So what happens is if someone decides they want to do a session with me, we book the session, we reserve the time, and you send your investment in, and that reserves your space. I will email you a link that has all these questions. You take your time filling out the information, and the sessions are done either over the phone or Skype call. And so before your session, I read your responses, and then I also tap into your energy field. And what I'm able to do is it's almost like I channel the information. I receive the information that's going on within your field. It's almost like for me, it's almost like watching a movie or reading a book. The information comes through very clear. I actually did a session today with someone, and there are 4 pages of information that came through. So I can't wait to share that with her, because it shows how everything is linked, and I have the guidance to be able to share with her to help transmute that. And so we get on the phone, and I just ask people to be in a space where they can speak freely and openly and be able to relax. So once I share the information that came through in the reading part, I do the healing part. And that will show up as either a guided meditation, or it can just be an energetic transmission. So it really comes from a combination of what I get from your guides, how my guides are guiding me, and the information that comes in through the intuitive reading. I do single sessions. What I am really passionate about is working with people in a longer period of time, whether it be 3 months or 6 months, because it's like going to the gym. So we can, go and we can feel really good and like pumped up, and our abs and legs are all sore. But if we don't continue to the work, it's we're not going to attain what it is we truly desire. And so whether it's love that you want, or you're wanting to get clear about your mission or vision in life, or you're wanting to do some healing work on your body and lose weight for finally release and get yourself out of that cycle, move forward in your next career, and I'm your girl. And the people that typically are attracted to me are really ready to make change. I don't let people stay in their stories. I have this ability to be able to see where you are now and the truth of who you are and where you want to go. And so when we do the longer term work, I'm able to bring you through that process, because like where you are today has been a culmination of years and experiences. And while one reading will do some really awesome work, the longer term work really makes this powerful permanent change. So the longer term work that I do with people, because it's like we do get into these patterns of like I said, like our life experience let me be a little bit more clear. So when we have any kind of core wounds, any kind of say trauma or past pattern, like if for example, if we've had some kind of heartbreak in the past, on an unconscious level, what we do is we protect our hearts. And as much as we like make the outward actions, like we get on the dating profile or we go out and we're more social, on an unconscious level, we don't ever want to feel that heart pain or ache again. So we actually energetically keep ourselves from having what we really want. And so in intuitive reading and healing work that I do, is I help to heal that wound. But the interesting thing is that the work that I do is it kind of goes around the side door and the back door, because our minds and our egos are really strong, and it's worked really hard to keep ourselves safe and protected. So what I do is go around and I call it the Mr. Miyagi from the Karate Kid, like wax on and wax off. All of a sudden, you're doing things that, you're feeling more empowered and more confident and more open. And when we're feeling that way on the inside, our life experience reflects that. So let me see, we got some questions here. Jenny. Oh, yes, Jenny. We have talked, and I've left a message. So Jenny's just asking about some horrible sleep patterns and violent dreams. Yes. A lot of what many of us are going through now is some clearing. And a lot of that processing is done in our dream and sleep state. So what you may be seeing in your dreams could be a metaphorical of what you're experiencing in your waking life. What I've also seen in my work in recent times is a lot of past life stuff coming to the surface to be cleared. And what's interesting is that when the stuff comes through for the past life stuff, it's almost so like clear about how it just matches what's happening right now. Let's see what else. So yes, Jenny, like reach out, let's chat. I will would be happy to chat with you. But all right. I did see a message from Mary. Mary, thank you very much. Hey, Matt, I'm very happy. I'm happy to be connecting with you guys here. But before I go, do you have any questions? I'll just tune in and see who's here, if there's anything more I need to share, but definitely reach out, type in your question. Jen, thank you for sharing this. And then, like I mentioned earlier, if any of you have questions about my work, check out my website, www.kellyanncorey.com. I do have a Facebook group. It's called Badass Beautiful Life, if you want to jump in there. The work that I do with people is so, I'm humbled and I'm honored to do the work, because it's so much about guiding them to their empowerment and their joy and their playfulness, and really becoming super reliable on themselves. It's like we all have magic within us, and I'm simply the guide that shines the light to helping you remember how powerful you are, how beautiful you are, how brilliant you are. Like so much of us are ready for change, and I'm honored to help you make that happen in your life. Later, if you have absolutely any questions, either message me on Facebook or shoot me an email at hello@kellyanncorey.com. And I think that's it. Thank you guys.